Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the Google Pixel 3 XL. Now you can pick this up from the Play Store. I'll throw the link up in the description. Alright, first things first, let's go through the specs. And we'll start off with the most important spec, the price. Now on the website, 64 gigs, it starts at $900. Now depending on where you live at, add the tax. For me in New York City, that came up to $978. Now I got one word for that price, trash. Comes in three colors. You got clearly white, just black, and not pink. Now those names, they kind of cute and funny, but for this price, it ain't that funny. Now this phone is unlocked, so it's going to work on all carriers, Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, GSM, or CDMA. For the display, you got a 6.3-inch POLED panel with a resolution of 2960 by 1440. Now that's 523 for the PPI Patrol. The phone is IP68 water resistant. Now it comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 processor with the Adreno 630 GPU. You get 4 gigs of RAM and either 64 or 128 gigs worth of storage. No expandable memory. Now it's running Android 9, that's Pie, or as we call it, VIP. For the camera on the rear, you got a single setup, so that's 12.2 megapixels, f1.8. On the front, you got a dual camera setup, two 8 megapixel cameras, one is f1.8, the other one is f2.2. So basically, you're getting a wide angle lens. For the battery, it's non-removable, 3,430 milliamps, and it features fast charge and wireless charge. You got dual stereo speakers on the front, got a fingerprint sensor, Bluetooth 5.0, always on display, and you got that squeezeology. I'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so let's check this one out. Shout out to White Shoes, she got the day off. We also got the Pixel stand, we'll check this out in a minute. Google Pixel 3 XL. Here's your presentation. Nice clean white box. Giggity. Team Pixel. All right, here we go. Let me grab a little unboxing knife. Shout out to the Incredible Hulk. Rah. One more. Rah. See what it is. Okay, inside. Now I went with the white this year. Here's your Pixel. Rah. Okay. Feels good in the hands, ladies. You know the procedures. Now I will say this. On the white version, less of a textured feel than the black one. All glass back design. Wireless charge on deck. Let's see what else you get. Okay, let's file that. Here's your SIM ejection tool. Usual books and shit. Pluck them and file them to the side. Shout out to White Shoes. Epic fail. Try to jump on the table. Just bust her ass. You got your Google Troll stickers. And your usual books and shit. Yo, White Shoes literally just fell. Yo, Shoes, you alright? Let's see what else you get. Alright. That kind of threw me off. But we're going to rock with it. You got your earbuds. Let's see, USB Type-C, because there is no headphone jack on this, on these Pixel phones. Nice quality. We'll put these to the test in a minute. They look good, though. USB Type-C charging cable. Looks like your USB OTG, USB Type-C. And you get your dongle. All right, Apple, pay attention. Give me that dongle. If you're not going to give me a headphone jack, that's the least you could do. And here's your fast charging brick. Nice presentation. Overall, I like it. Now, as far as the phone, on the back, you got your little G. All right, that's your Google logo. Fingerprint sensor, one camera, flash. Now, the white has that mint green power button. Let's power this up. Woo! Look at that notch. Now, that's not the LeBron James hairline. This is 100% George Jefferson. All right, so this phone got the George Jefferson hairline. It's ridiculous. You do got two cameras and your dual speakers. So that kind of gives it a little excuse for that notch. But fresh out of the box, I am not feeling that at all. There's your volume up and down. One side, no buttons. On the bottom, there's your SIM ejection slot or your SIM tray and your USB Type-C charging slot. Pretty much it. Now let's see. Feels about the same weight, maybe a little bit heavier, but basically about the same weight. As far as design, they look the same. Let's put them side by side. Now this is a Pixel 2 XL, Pixel 3. Basically the same height, same width. It is what it is. Look at that notch. That's nacho cheese. All right, let me pause the video. Let me make sure White Shoes is all right because she's looking kind of tight over there. I'll put my information in, then we'll breeze through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. Shoes, you all right? You all right, Shoes? Come here. You just bust your ass. Come here. You good? Stop trying to ninja warrior your way up to the table. Just come on the table like a regular cat. All right, you doing the most. All right, you good though. All right, everybody, Shoes is all right. All right, so before we go through the OS, let's unbox the Google Pixel stand. Now, you can also buy this from the Play Store. This is going to run you $80. Here we go. Fast wireless charger that unlocks personalized experiences powered by the Google Assistant on your Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL. Charges Qi-compatible phones. So this will work on any phone that has wireless charge. Here we go. $80. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but you got to pay to play. All right. Here we go. All right, so inside, here's your Pixel stand. I'm all over the place today. Usual books and shit, plug them and file them. Here's your charging brick. And let's see, USB Type-C. Pretty much it. On the bottom, let's see. Nice sticky kind of material. Not going to move around on your table. Soft matte feel on this. Matches perfectly, white on white. Let's plug this in and see if it works. All right, so I just plugged this in. Now let's test it out. Wireless charge on deck. All right, do more while charging. Let's hit next. Let me put in my little code. And let's see what happens. We'll hit agree. Continue. Okay, got all my photos on deck. We'll skip that. Turn on. Ready to go. Now on the bottom, it says bedtime. All right, now this does have some extra features. We'll talk about that in the full review. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, I just put my information in the phone. I've been playing around with it for a few minutes, and I gotta be 100% honest with y'all. Fresh out of the box, this is a dope phone, but I'm really not that impressed. All right, I'm really not. Now, call me spoiled after seeing everything from Huawei, LG, Samsung, even Apple. For $978, and in my world, that's $1,000. This ain't enough phone. All right, it's really not. I would have been comfortable paying $700 for this as is. Now, don't get me wrong. It is an upgrade from the Pixel 2 XL. It's water resistant. You got wireless charge, a couple of more features, but it's not $1,000 phone. It's really not. Now, I know somebody's going to say, oh, it's $900. Look, in my book, $978. This is a glass back phone. Anybody's going to buy a case. That's at least $20. This is $1,000. Now, fresh out of the gate, there's a couple of things that I don't like, and we'll talk about those real quick. Number one, the price. Let's all say it together. The price is too goddamn high. All right, Google, I need y'all to calm down. Next, the look. Now, I've never been a big fan of the way these phones look. Don't get me wrong, it's a sturdy build. It's going to last you forever. Look how this phone still looks brand new. I'm not complaining about the build quality, but the look. It just doesn't look as modern and sexy. Now, this one does look a little bit better. That one camera design, granted, it might be the best camera on the market, but everybody got the two cameras now. It just kind of looks old school. The phone it doesn't have a premium, extra rich kind of feel to it. It's hard to explain. Now, don't get me wrong. It does feel good in the hands. Say it at home. But I don't know. For $1,000, it's just not doing it for me. It's just really not. I'm not feeling the look. Next, 64 gigs and 128 gigs. That ain't enough. Now, $1,000 for 64 gigs? Are you kidding me? That's trash. You got companies like Huawei. You got Samsung. Now even Apple. We up to 512 gigs. No expandable memory. That's another thing. So no expandable memory. 64 gigs for $1,000. Do the math yourself. For me, that's a no, dog. Next, again, no expandable memory. Shoot 4K video. That's 64 gigs. Going to be gone in 1 week. Next, no headphone jack. That's whack. Hashtag bars. Next. Now this might be one of the biggest things. That notch. All right. That notch on the front. Let me just open up something so y'all can see it. Look at the size of this notch. That's the ugliest and biggest notch, and they don't give you the option to get rid of it like on the Huawei phones. I'm not feeling that at all. Now, here's another thing. Speaking of that big giant notch, no facial unlock. Now, you mean to tell me you got two cameras on the front with that big ass notch and y'all didn't put facial unlock, iris sensor, nothing for $1,000? No, I'm not feeling that at all. Anyway, let me try to go into this with an open mind. We're going to review this like any other phone. First things first, build quality. Now, it is a great built phone. All right, it definitely feels premium. But if you compare it to a Galaxy or a Huawei Porsche phone, hold them side by side. It's hard to explain on the video. This kind of feels like a utility phone, which my Pixel 2, this has been my work phone. This has been my utility phone, because one thing that Google does great is software. All right, the phone is not going to lag. Software is up to date. A1. But as far as the build quality, I would have liked to have a little bit more extra weight, maybe some aluminum on the sides to give you that Apple kind of premium feel to it. It is what it is. Build quality, you got to have to hold it for yourself and make your own decision. I like it, but I don't love it. Next, let's hold up thought activity. Opening up the phone. Now, no facial unlock. Now, we're not talking about your secure settings. You know, when you go to, I forgot the name of it off top. I'm having a little brain freeze. You know, when you're in your house and you can use your facial unlock. I forgot what that's called, but that's not true facial recognition software. There's no iris sensor built in. It's not secure pay facial unlock. So opening up your phone, you're basically going to have to use your fingerprint sensor, which does work 100% of the time. No problems with that. Or you're going to have to put your padding in or your pin. All right, so fingerprint sensor, no problems. Always on display. Let's get a little wipe down. Always on display is pretty functional. You got the time, the date, the weather, all your notifications. But it would have been nice if you can add a picture like Samsung or LG. Drop a nice picture in the background. But you do got your always on display. Now, one thing I will say that they fixed from my Pixel 2 XL. Let me open this one up. Now we don't got that blue tint. All right, so let's switch them around. Here's the Pixel 2 XL. You see, look, watch when I turn to the right a little bit. You see all that blue? This was way too much blue tint. Now when I turn to the right, it's not as bad. Now, don't get me wrong. When you're watching this on camera at home, I'm filming this on the camera, you watching it at home or wherever you at, you might see a little blue, but I'm looking at them face up, and it's not as bad as before. All right, this was major blue. Now it looks creamy. All right, so I ain't going to complain with that. As far as the display, it is beautiful. All right, 6.3-inch panel. Beautiful display. Let's take it over to settings. You got all your quick toggles. You got your screencast, flashlight. You got your night light, location, invert colors, nearby, or your Google Pi features. Now, I would say the best thing about this phone so far is the camera. The camera on this phone is ridiculous. Let's pull it up real quick. All right, so you got your camera, you got portrait mode, panoramic, you got video, and you got more. Now you got your photosphere, slow motion, photo booth, playground, lens, which is actually built in now. You don't have to open that up. I'll show you that in the full review. And you got your settings. Let's see, you got your video stabilization. Now check this out. Here's another thing. 4K, 30 frames per second. No 60 frames per second. Trash. All right. Now, Google software, like I said, the camera is crazy. Look at this picture. Hold up. Look at this. Point and shoot portrait mode. I will say I'm impressed with the camera. I've always loved the Pixel camera. It's probably the best. But feature wise, it's just not enough on this phone for the price. I wouldn't be ranting and I wouldn't be so mad if I would have paid, let's say, $650 plus tax, $750 for 64 gigs. Okay, cool. A1. $1,000? No. All right, that's a no. Now you do got your squeezeology. All right, so you squeeze it. What's the weather for
Something went
tomorrow?
wrong. Please try again. In New York City tomorrow, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 61 and a low of 42.
All right, I accidentally hit the other one at the same time. Let me show you that one more time. Let me turn this one off. Who won the Knicks game?
Last Wednesday, the Knicks played the Hawks. The final score was 126 to 107 Knicks.
Now, y'all can't see me back here smiling. The Knicks is 1-0. We undefeated. Just give us the championship right now. Anyway, so you got your squeezeology. Let's take it over to the speakers real quick. Let me pull up a video. Let's see what we got on deck. Let's take it over to Bike Life. Why not? Okay, so far the software is running nice and smooth though. No problems with that. Listen to how loud the speaker is though. That big notch. You can't see it because it's a dark video. Now just for comparison, let me pull up my iPhone, which is my favorite speakers right now. All right, check this out. Here's the iPhone speakers. Back to the Pixel. Whew, yeah, these speakers are the truth. I would say they definitely on par with the iPhone speakers. So that's a major go. Major. Let's see, anything else? Swipe up, got your recently used apps. You do got clear all. Nice and smooth, no lag. It is what it is. Like I said, fresh out of the box, I'm really not blown away. Now, here's the thing. Shout out to everybody that was watching my last stream. I did a crazy rant. I'm not going to go too crazy right now, but I will say this about stock Android. Stock Android, to me, is basically played out. All right, it's played out. Now, think about it like this. What was the big deal back in the days that everybody wanted a Nexus phone with stock Android? The main reason you wanted that is because stock Android didn't lag. All right, maybe you had a Galaxy phone, TouchWiz used to lag, HTC Sense kind of bloated, LG UI kind of cartoony. You know, all of these different UIs, they had a lot of features, but they always started to lag at some point. So stock Android was the way to go if you don't want no lag. Fast forward to 2018, Galaxy Note 9, HTC U11, Huawei P20 Pro. None of these phones lag anymore. LG V30, V40. These phones don't lag anymore. So the lure of having stock Android is kind of played out. Basically, stock Android has less features. So you're paying more to have less. Now look at a OnePlus. OnePlus is basically a stock Android phone. But they did it right. OnePlus 6, $530? That's a pretty stock Android phone. You ain't got that many features, but the price is right. Stock Android is pretty boring. All right, let's keep it 100. It's pretty boring. If I pull out my Galaxy Note 9 right now and we put these side by side and try to go feature for feature, this phone gonna get blown out the water. No picture, pop-up zoom. It's just too many things to just talk about at the top of my head. But stock Android, to me, it's not a big selling point anymore. If anything, it should be a selling point to drop the price. You should say, you know what? I'll give you a perfect example. Y'all know I'm into cars. Put it like this. We'll take BMWs because that's my favorite kind of cars. Say you got a 3 Series, a stock 3 Series, a 328. That would be this. This is a stock 3 Series. Now get something like a Galaxy Note 9. That would be an M3. All right, basically the same engine, same software and all that, but the Galaxy is a more bumped up version. You got way more features. It's the same thing. So if you buy the BMW, the 3 Series, the plain stock one is going to cost a lot less than the M3, the souped up one. Put it back to phones. If you got a stock Android phone, then you got a phone with 1,001 features, why would they be basically the same price? Neither one of them lag. Both of them are just software. It's just Android software. Why is this one so much money? All right, Google. Now, look, Google, y'all doing it wrong on this. All right, I guarantee y'all this phone, the price is going to drop at some point in the near future. All right, now, if you got a Google Pixel 2 XL, should you run out and get the Pixel 3 XL? The answer is no. All right, now there is some software updates. Like I said, wireless charging, little extra water resistance. That's always a nice touch. Little bump on the camera. But other than that, these are basically the same boring Google phones. Now, I understand I sound like I'm hating right now, but I'm really not. I'm going to go into this full review with an open mind. All right? Now, look, I just spent almost $1,000. I want it to be the best. But so far, clearly, it's really just not. It's really not. Now, it does look dope with the Pixel stand. I like the white on white. I got to say that. It looks nice from the front. I like that. Maybe I'm just hurting. I'm just hurting because $1,000. When I pay $1,000 for a phone, I want to be excited. I want to start learning and playing on a whole bunch of new features and little gimmicks and all that. You take it over the settings on this. That squeezeology, that's really the only motion. You got your double tap. Other than that, I mean, it ain't really too much stuff. Now, there's some new features we'll talk about when I do the full review. There's that feature where you can screen your calls. There's the night mode with the camera. There's a couple of features, but the main theme of this video is $1,000 is too much goddamn money. Anyway, this is just a quick unboxing. I know I say quick, a little bit long, a little bit rant, but it is what it is. Hit me up in the comments and let me know if there's anything specific y'all want me to cover when I do the full review. But y'all know my status. I'm going to tear this apart top to bottom. Get your pen and paper out. My do not like list is going to be pretty long, but I will have a bunch of likes too for all y'all Google fanboys. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock, one to beam up. Energize.